Hi guys, we're back for part 3, and this is going to be just a quick one, and this is the final question. We couldn't end tonight's Friday night social without the golden question. So what we do, if you're not familiar, we give the opportunity for each of our guests on the channel on the Friday night social to ask a question, anything. Now, we don't know about this. We're not prepped or anything, so we don't know what's coming up. There's been some interesting questions over the previous series. But first off tonight, we're going to go to Ryan. Ryan, your golden question to all of us.
I did consider doing the one I was going to do just for Martin last time, but I did ask him after we've stopped recording, so he didn't even bother attempting what I was wanting. But
okay.
Team of the season came out on FIFA today for the Premier League, so I was wondering, what is everyone's team of the season?
Okay, interesting question there from Ryan. So, first up, your Premier League team of the 2019-20 season, over to Karl. Yes, what was your... Now, Ryan did say 4-3-3, but you could have a 3-5-2 or whatever. It's all about getting players into your system. So, first off, all we're going to do is go through each person's, and we can discuss it at the end. So, what is your 11, Premier League 11?
My 11 4-3-3 system, I'm going to have Lucas Digne from Everton, left back. I'm going to have Virgil van Dijk as a left centre back. I'm going to have Soyuncu, right centre back.
Who?
Soyuncu.
Yeah.
Walker as the right back.
Okay.
Fernandinho holding. Okay. Kevin De Bruyne as the free 8 on the right.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Firmino as the other free 8 on the left.
Okay.
And then the front three of Mane, Aguero, and Jesus.
Okay, what about your goalkeeper? What was your goalkeeper?
Ederson.
You've gone for Ederson. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Martin?
Henderson at Sheffield United. Unfortunately, I've gone for a rag.
I thought you meant Jordan Henderson was in net there, I was going to say.
No, Henderson
okay.
on loan from the school.
Oh, that's a good idea, Andy. I've got a new goalkeeper now.
Shut up.
Digne at left back.
Digne at left back, okay.
Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
Johnny Evans.
Okay.
And I was really stuck at right back between two, but I've gone for Pereira.
Okay.
My middle three is Henderson, Jordan Henderson.
Okay.
KDB.
Yeah.
And Mane.
Okay.
And my front three are Salah, Aguero, and Aubameyang.
Okay, so interesting. Chris.
Okay, I've got Henderson in goal as well. Trent Alexander, and Robertson as the wing backs.
Yeah.
2 centre backs, Lambrini and Asti Spumanti. I've got
white diamond.
Diamond white, yeah. Playing in a diamond formation, mate. Van Dijk and Soyuncu. And then my midfield is KDB, Maddison and Ndidi. Up front, Traore, Mane and Kane.
Kane.
I haven't. I've just winded right up.
Okay.
I was more wound up about Traore.
Well, I think he's had a good season.
Wait, Traore was not the joke?
No.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, you'd be surprised at mine then, Ryan. Before we come to you, you can give us
Traore,
Aguero, Mane.
Aguero, Mane, right?
Well, we'll come to you, Ryan. You can give us yours because this was your question, but I'll go with mine. And I've gone for Patricio in net. I've gone for 5 at the back, which includes Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. And I've gone for a 3 at the back with or did I? I had to squeeze this player in only because you said I couldn't have a defender in a midfield. So I've put this player in only because he deserves to be in the team. Not in a position I would want to play him, but my back 5 then is Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Virgil van Dijk, Fernandinho, and Robertson. And then I'm going to have Ndidi, Kevin De Bruyne, Mane, Aguero, and Adama Traore. So I've gone with the same as Chris with my front three over Aubameyang. Yeah, garbage.
Premier League top goal scorer.
It's not. Vardy is overrated.
Well, he's near enough, isn't he?
Overrated. No, he's not. Overrated. Takes penalties and everything else. But anyway, listen, everyone else said, listen, we could. Oh God,
Aguero does take penalties. It's just we miss them all. It's fine.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. He misses them.
I know. Can you imagine if Aguero slots penalties away? He'd be on 24, 25 goals now, which would be like 5 ahead of Vardy. It's difficult, really hard. I mean, and we did that in we gave ourselves 5 minutes to come up with that one. So
one of us have actually chosen Vardy.
You have chosen Vardy.
No.
Yeah, no.
Well,
and he's a top goal. Ryan will be doing everything on stats. We know that. So
in goal,
go on.
In goal, I have Kyle Walker, obviously. No, I have Dean Henderson. Back four, Trent, Van Dijk, Johnny Evans, and Ricardo Pereira. Midfield 3 of Ndidi, KDB, and Hendo, and then a front 3 of Vardy, Aguero, and Mane.
Okay, so you can see between all of our 5 teams there are like 6 or 7 almost guaranteed, and then everyone sort of argues about the other 4 and things.
Am I the only one with Salah?
Yeah, you're the only one with Salah. Yeah, you are. You Liverpool lover, you.
God, I love everyone.
I'm gonna start calling him Jimmy Osmond. But you'll know the reference to that if you're old enough.
Chelsea,
but not maybe not with his hair.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Chris knows what I'm talking about.
I noticed he had no Newcastle players in his team, Andy.
It's like what?
Oh yeah, you. I cannot believe that you've not got a Newcastle fan in that. Newcastle player in that. How dare you?
Right, on step 2 and some. Anyway.
Listen. I can't believe none of us went for Mahrez.
I
He's
mean,
in the
he's
FIFA
up.
team of the year.
I thought you.
He is up there for assists, but I think
you're the stat man, and apparently people say he's got one of the best stats in the league.
he is up there for assists, but I think for the obviously as you're doing Mahrez as a winger, which puts him in the front 3, and for the front 3 for attackers, you're mainly going to get recognised for your goal scoring.
Well, if that's the case, then 2 of us had Traore, me and Chris. What's Traore's stats versus Mahrez?
I haven't compared the 2 really, but they're 2 very different styles of players, really. So it'd be hard. Like Adama Traore is more brute pace and strength, and then getting a shot off from wherever. Whereas Mahrez is a lot more technical and trying to, in the team that he's in, obviously trying to get the assists.
Good point.
Right. Gone for Cancelo at right back.
Did consider it.
Who?
Cancelo.
I honestly thought you'd have Cancelo, Gundogan, and Mahrez in your team, Andy.
I know that's a little look at that for a little perfect triangle.
I was tossing up between Ndidi and Gundogan, I must admit, but as far as João Cancelo,
if only you lot could have heard him at Goodison Park.
Hey, listen. I've told you all season, and now we're talking that the Cancelo Semedo deal is pretty much 80% done. I told, yeah.
I did tell you this.
No. The rumours that came out tonight was, and these are only rumours. The rumours were tonight that the deal is pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered. That Cancelo will go one way, Semedo will come this way, but we will possibly have to pay an additional 10 or 15 million euro on top of it as well, which I find bizarre.
I wouldn't mind that deal, but I wouldn't be paying for Semedo.
No, I would just go straight
Can I
swap.
say something?
Or
Semedo will be swapped with somebody else. That's
well,
what we're going to do with right back now. We're just going to swap every year.
but anyway, I said it since August last year. It was a crap, and I said it was the worst signing on the last one, didn't I? I said it on the video. It was the worst signing we've made because it was a really, really poor deal. But anyway,
I could show you WhatsApp messages when I'm at games off Ander about Cancelo.
it's terrible.
Oof.
Terrible. I'm not saying he's a terrible player. He's a terrible signing. It just didn't make any sense.
It didn't fit.
It was a bad signing, a very, very poor signing.
Considering we didn't buy a centre back.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense whatsoever to spend that type of money on a right back, reserve right back, when we could have got a centre back, at that time. But anyway, listen. Wow, well, that was difficult, really, really difficult. But what we're going to do is move on to the next question, and this is Karl. So, Karl, what is your golden question tonight?
My golden question is this. Within the Pep Guardiola era, which game is the most complete game in terms of goals, performance that the team has played, in your opinion? I have my own opinion.
In the Pep era?
In the Pep era. Which game with the 16-17, 17-18, and 19-20 season that's been the most complete game that you've watched, that you've been impressed with?
Okay. Jesus, that's hard because there are
very weird picks here.
Yeah, there are a couple that come to spring to mind immediately, but
well,
go on. No, well, go on then. You very quickly, give us yours.
Very quickly. I think the Watford versus Man City in 17-18, 6-0, was a complete performance for me.
Well, that was one of mine. Chris?
The one that came to my mind was the 6-0 against Chelsea.
Yeah.
When we were 4-0 up within about 20 minutes, something like that. I thought that was a fantastic performance. Never been to a game against a really top club and felt, wow, we are that much better than them,
Yeah. That was, it wasn't on my initial thought, but Chelsea was on my second one. Martin?
The derby last season. The simple fact is, I can't remember if it was the second or third goal, the one with the Benny Hill music, which was just amazing. The one where we had about 67 passes.
44, I think it was. 44 passes.
That was Barcelona-esque. That was if that had been Barcelona 5 years ago, 10 years ago, people would have been drooling over that.
Yeah.
And
just for that goal itself.
Yeah. It was between that and when we beat Barcelona.
Yeah.
It was just between the two. But that derby.
All right. Ryan.
I'm going to go with... Okay, I'm not going to go with the 2-0 loss to Spurs this season because we were incredible in that game and we just got caught with 2 counter-attacks. Yeah. But I'm going to go with the 4-3 win where we went out on aggregate to Spurs. That was an incredible game. That was probably the game that I enjoyed watching the most last season. Despite how it ended, that was probably the game I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great shout.
As a performance, that was amazing. As a game.
I wrote down 3 quickly, and the 6-0. I wrote down the 1-0, the Kevin De Bruyne the goal against Chelsea. That game was such an important game, and the way we played in that game was we were so solid, and it was a real sort of switch. We were brilliant going forward, but we were so just compact and solid, and it was a real sort of showing a different side to Guardiola that I was thinking, well, just look how brilliant we are. Yeah, I agree with the 4-3 game. I thought that was an amazing game of football. If it's the best ever, I don't know, but wow, some great shouts. And guys, if you're watching this, rack your brains and think, what's your best performance you've seen under City, under Guardiola? Because let's face it, there are so many to choose from. So we're going for Chris. Definitely yours is
Chelsea 6-0.
Chelsea 6-0. Martin, you're going for the United game with the 40. I think it was 44 passes. That whole thing of that game was just, that move was unbelievable. You're going for the Spurs 4-3 game, which was phenomenal. Karl, you're going for the Watford.
Yep, 6-0.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I mean, you could go on and on and on. I mean, you probably we'll finish this vlog and you'll go, oh, God, I forgot about that game. Yeah. There were so many under Pep. Okay, brilliant question that. Right, on to Chris.
Okay, so from the channel this week, we've had a couple of things go on. There was Kiam's transfer thing on FIFA and Martin's 25-man squad. And from that, it seems to me, we City fans seem to think we can just go out there and buy a load of foreigners, right? My thing is this. I think we should promote youth to our team. I think it's Pep's greatest failing. Would you be prepared to see, say, 3 players promoted out of our youth ranks into our 25-man squad?
If you ask me that question now, I would say definitely yes. Obviously, there's going to be a part B to that question, which is who are those 3 players? Because it's no point saying yes or because we have some seriously good players in our academy level. No, Foden's already part of the squad.
Garcia already part.
Yeah, he's part of the squad. You can't add those Garcia because they're already mainly playing in training around the squad. But
I know the threat.
Okay, Rob Martin, over to you then. You're first. Who's your 3?
The obvious 2, Jaden Braff.
So okay.
And I'm gonna do what I normally do on the channel. I'm gonna butcher his name.
Go on, don't do it. Don't just say THB.
No,
no,
he's already in it. No,
he's not, because Taylor Arbella's still playing anywhere near his game. Okay.
Say the name, Martin.
And is it Lambrini? I call him Lambrini because I ain't got a clue how to pronounce it.
Lambrini? Who's Lambrini?
Is it Labianese? I can't remember the guy.
Is it the guy? Is it the guy with the big hair?
You mean Lato Baudier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Lambrini.
Yeah, Lambrini.
And Lato Baudier.
I said
it's just like Upman-Kano.
Guys, we have to have a Martinist, sort of like, a Martin, whatever you want to call it. A Martin comment on Lambrini. So he wants Lambrini, Jaden Braff, and Taylor Howard-Bellis.
Oh.
Yes, you can't live that one down. We're still recording, buddy. Anyway, on to we'll go for Ryan.
Probably not. And I think this is a lot of a more big thing since Sancho has happened.
Yeah.
But Sancho would never have played for City.
Yeah, I agree.
Sancho would have never made it. Sancho would not have broke through ever at City.
I don't know about ever, but he wouldn't have. The season he left, I don't think he would have broke in the next.
He might have played a couple of League Cup games against like a League 1 or League 2 opposition, but I don't think he'd have ever been given a run in the team, which is why it was completely right for him to go. And I still don't think we should bring him back for the price that he's at. But like, he's gone on, he's done brilliantly, and yes, he would be great in our team, but he would be nowhere near the player he is if he hadn't left. And I think the whole thing with the youth team, obviously there's a lot of love for youth players coming up, and it's the same with all clubs. All clubs and their fans like to see people coming up through the youth system.
Yeah,
but a lot of people that come through our youth system will never make it at a club that's battling to be the best team in Europe year on year.
I think it's a fair comment.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But who are the 3?
Well, I don't have a three.
So are you sort of going against the concept of?
Yeah, probably. We have our youth players that I wouldn't consider to be like that. Like Jack Harrison, I think Jack Harrison would be a good option to do, kind of like what United have done with Henderson.
Yeah.
And if Leeds were in the Premier League next year, loan him to Leeds again.
Yeah.
and see how he does in the Premier League, kind of like they've done with Sheffield United and Henderson.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to lie. If Sancho signs for them over the road, that will break my heart.
Make
I'm
money.
not going to lie. It will.
I won't be.
I'm not bothered. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not
because
I'm
bothered.
sorry.
He's not a Manchester lad. He's not an academy kid who's come through. We bought him.
He came through Watford.
If it was a Phil Foden type thing, I'd be gutted. But
I know.
I'm not bothered one way or the other.
Make United better.
We'll make
I'm
money.
not bothered.
We'll make some
Most people will make United better, Martin.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. If we got 25 million out of the deal as a sell on, then United 25 million. No, I'm not bothered. I'll be honest with you. I think he's a wonderful player. I really do. But I'm not fussed one way or the other. But anyway,
somebody who doesn't think he's a very good player though, and he knows who he is.
No, he's a good player. He is a good player. But Karl.
Yeah, my 3 players from the academy are Braff.
Yeah.
Howard Bellis for sure.
Yeah.
And Adrian Bernabe. Those are the 3.
Okay, so you've gone for Bernabe. Okay, is your third one. Well, my 3 are very similar to Karl's. Taylor Howard Bellis. I really rate the kid. I love Garcia, but I think I've got something about Howard Bellis that I think will suit City better. Though Garcia is seriously good. I mean, he's seriously good on the ball. And let's think if in 3-4 years' time we've got Taylor Howard Bellis and Garcia as our centre backs, well, happy days. But Taylor Howard Bellis for me. I won't go for Lambrini. He's far too good to get into this first team. That Italian sweet wine of a player is not going to get into this team for me. So I'm going to have to go for Taylor Howard Bellis. I'm going to go again, Jaden Braff. I really want Tommy Doyle to be coming through. I really do want Tommy Doyle to get some game time this season, some proper game time, not the sub appearance in a cup competition. I want to see him in the cup competitions this season. I really want to see Howard Bellis as our centre back. If it's with Garcia, fine. And I want to see Tommy Doyle playing for Man City. And if Jaden Braff comes in and takes Simon's place, I'm happy with that. Will it happen? Who knows? But anyway, great question. Right, who's next?
Mine.
Oh no! Martin, what's your question, buddy? As long as it's not about sweet Italian wine.
Anyone know of any other channels that need a presenter? Anyway, Swift.
Please, mcscfantv@gmail.com. If you need a presenter, not a very good one, but I mean, no, only kidding.
For sale.
We won't let him go.
For sale.
He's our star man. Go on, mate.
If out of all the players we've been linked with, out of the old 1 million point whatever million of them, if you could only bring one of them in, only one signing this summer, well, this autumn, winter, whenever we're going to get a transfer window, who would you bring in?
What, we could spend any money on this player, whatever, and it's just one player?
Out of all the players we've been linked with,
the ones we've been linked with. Okay.
You can only bring one of them in. Only one.
Okay.
Which one, and basically which one's the most important and why?
Definitely not Skriniar. We'll go to. He's gutted now. No, I'm only kidding. Ryan, you're the stat man. Go on.
We'll go with Messi because he gets linked every year. So why not bring in Messi?
I meant realistic.
I was going for Isco.
Exactly. I knew someone would say Isco, so I have to go with Messi, our other yearly rumour. Whereas this goes every other day.
Okay, realistically, out of the ones that we've discussed. Okay, well, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, Ryan. Karl, out of the ones that have been discussed in the media and everything else, which would be, if you could just choose one, which would it be?
It has to be Skriniar for me.
Okay.
It has to be him. Him and Laporte back, those two centre backs.
Don't play up to him.
No, it has to be Skriniar. He's mature. He's played in the Italian league. He knows how to defend. He knows how to defend.
Yeah.
We need him next to Laporte.
Yeah.
Kiam has shown that on FIFA.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
You've
Kiam
shown
is defending on FIFA.
what Martin on FIFA. Well, how many? That's seven goals against you with Skriniar in you.
No, he's saying Kiam on FIFA.
Oh, Kiam. Sorry.
Has
With
shown
his
how
Skriniar.
good
Yeah,
he is.
and he's lost his first game. Believe it or
To
not.
Bournemouth.
Sorry, bit of a spoiler there. Chris, one player.
Well, if Skriniar was probably the most sensible one, Mbappe would be my dream signing.
That was
When did we
mine.
get linked with Mbappe?
Oh, we've been linked with Mbappe loads of times.
Not in the last few months we haven't.
What?
Yeah.
But you can say Mbappe, I can't say Messi.
Yeah, I mean,
Tut, tut, tut.
I've never once done a thumbnail with Mbappe on it.
See, Martin, that's where you're missing out. You need those pictures. Mbappe,
Yeah.
it's a clicker. People.
Yeah,
Clickbait.
clickbait.
Don't do
Okay.
clickbait on the channel. What we do is good looking bait.
Oh, well, it's time to unsubscribe from that.
Is that tumbleweed I just heard?
I'm trying to make it unserious after the last 3 hours.
Right. Okay. Some good shouts there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm also saying Skriniar.
I'd probably say Skriniar as well.
Pardon.
Martin, we haven't been linked with Kanata.
Anyway, listen, that's 4 brilliant questions from the guys on the final golden question. But anyway, don't forget, go over as you're watching this. I hope you've gone back and watched part 1 and part 2 because wonderful, wonderful debates about some serious stuff rather than the usual sort of laughing and joking and dicking about on the Friday Night Social. 2 parts that were really about some serious financial stuff, about players, about COVID, about everything else that's going on right now. But anyway, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan. Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, that's great. Great to be back on.
Brilliant. Karl in Washington.
Thanks for having me on again, guys. Really appreciate you guys.
Listen, you stay safe rather than say safe. Keep safe, mate, over there, and I hope everything sort of works out in the coming weeks, like we all do. Chris,
Don't forget that's all.
Yeah, yes, Chris. Thanks for bringing a little bit of sunshine to our lives, and thanks for reminding us of holidays. With that shirt on, buddy.
This year.
That I'm not going on. I should be in New York for July the 4th for my 50th. Well, that ain't happening. So yes, I think we're all missing holidays and things like that. But thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thank you, mate. It's good to speak to everyone again.
Yeah.
And everyone out there, just stay safe. And we might be over the peak, but we need to keep within the guidelines. Yeah, just be sensible.
Absolutely. Martin, thank you, buddy. We'll be back. This is the Friday Night Social. and this is what happens when we get these 4 people.
I'll be speaking to him in about 15 hours.
I know. But take care. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon. If you're not a subscriber, it's worthwhile. But whatever you do, go over and check out part 1 and part 2 because it's a brilliant discussion. But take care. Get your Lamborghini in for Martin. Take care. We'll see you soon. And whatever you do, stay safe. And thank you to all the frontline staff, the NHS workers, and everybody around the world who is doing their little bit. But take care. See you soon.